Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Michaela Barnhart. If you are not new here, then like I said, welcome back. Today's video is actually a requested one. It is going to be all about how I meal plan for us, as well as showing you an actual grocery haul from grocery shopping. We just went grocery shopping today, so we are going to be kind of showing you everything we got. I will go over the totals, where we got it from, and just kind of give you a general overview of what meal planning and how we kind of do this realm of life for you guys. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then definitely keep on watching. Alright guys, so I kind of want to give you an overview of how we meal plan and just how that kind of stuff works before I actually go into the grocery haul and show you what we got this week and the total of it. So basically, what I do is I sit down with my life planner. I use the monthly view and kind of see what we've got going on, and I plan for an entire month at a time. I'm actually going to go ahead and screenshot or like screen share, screen record or whatever on my computer and show you guys what that like outline looks like. It's nothing fancy, so don't get excited. You can totally make it yourself. I can kind of explain how I made the little calendar, but basically I just made a calendar and I just type in it what my plan is for each day. I like to make note when I look in my life planner of when we have paydays, which is when we grocery shop. My husband gets paid every 2 weeks, so we grocery shop on his paydays. So what you're going to see in our haul today will last us for 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks worth of groceries, with the exception of some like cleaning supplies and stuff like that we had to restock on that obviously, will last us longer. But for the majority, the food and stuff is for 2 weeks. So I look at those. I also look at if we have anything coming up throughout the month that is like a trip that we would be out of town and eating out for. If there's any kind of birthdays or anything we're going to be eating out for, even if we're here at home, or if there's like an appointment or something like that that's going to be happening later in the evening, that would make it to where we would want like a quick and easy meal. I kind of look for that kind of stuff just so that as I plan things out, we can stick to our meal plan as best as possible. We usually stick to it pretty closely, and even if we have to skip a meal or move things around, we always end up getting back to that meal. So what I mean by that is like today, for example, it's Friday. We were planning to do barbecue chicken tonight for dinner, but we decided we were going to be going out to eat tomorrow night. So we decided to go out to eat for lunch today. My mom actually kept Gatlin, so Jeremiah and I got to go by ourselves. So we went out to eat for lunch today. So we're going to move barbecue chicken to tomorrow. So either way, we still end up using the meals that we buy stuff for. We might just tweak the days or move them around or something. So either way, that's kind of an overview of how I do it. I'm going to now go ahead and flip you guys over to my computer and show you guys what that actual meal plan looks like for us for September. Computer now, I know the sound is probably a little bit different, but basically I wanted to show you guys what this looks like. So as you can see, I have just created a pretty basic plain calendar for September. I just made the 7 rows or 7 columns across for each day of the week and 5 rows down for all the weeks of the month. I don't date mine so that I can just kind of copy and paste from month to month. I keep up with all of them in a little folder, so that way when I create my new month, I don't have to retype everything. I can just kind of copy and paste and put things where I want them. So as you can see, I did not follow exactly with September. These few days up here are actually the end of August. If you are not familiar, my husband and I just had our first baby boy, or our first child, and he is a baby boy. He was born back in August 10th. So we were still kind of figuring things out at this point when I was sitting down to do September dinners. So I went ahead and just, put all these last few days of August in with the September one, just so we could go ahead and have a fresh start with the new month. But typically I would just have the days that go with that month, and I would black out any days that don't, just like down here. But yeah, so you can see what I have basically is just the name of whatever we're eating. So for this box up here, I have Parmesan chicken, and then I list everything I need to cook that, including any seasonings or anything, even as simple as just like eggs and like an egg and milk, or if it needs butter or something like that. I try to include every single thing I'm going to need, whether it be toppings, seasonings, everything. I just dump it all right here, in a list. That way when I go to do our grocery list, basically what I will do is I will look for the 2 weeks that I'm shopping for. For example, in the grocery haul that you're about to see, this is today. Today is blank because we ended up switching some things around and we went out to eat today. But I sat down and I wrote, okay, we're having Italian chicken. So I wrote on the grocery list, chicken, Italian dressing, rice, da 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 da. I did the same thing for baked potatoes, chicken and rice, barbecue chicken, roast with carrots and potatoes, chicken nachos. I went all the way through these 2 weeks and ended right here at chicken noodle soup. And then when I've done that, I'll go back in our kitchen and actually start checking things off the list that we don't need. For example, I almost always have garlic powder and onion flakes unless I just need to restock on that. So I take that off the list. But I always start by putting everything on the list just so that I know that I don't miss anything, which is really good for my brain right now because I don't do well with trying to just remember things. I need to write everything down. So that's kind of how I do as far as making our grocery list. Now, really quickly, I'll just kind of show you how I made this. Pretty much I am on... I do have a MacBook, so I'm using Pages, but you could do something similar on Word, I'm sure, or like on PowerPoint. So I just put in a table and I gave it the number of rows and columns that I wanted. And then I just gave it a title and started typing away. So very simple, very plain. There's nothing cutesy about what I do for this. There's no, exciting factor to this. It just is functional for what I need to make sure that our meal plans work out. So this is what it looks like. So now I'm going to kind of explain the rest of how we do our grocery list and all that stuff, and then we'll get into the haul. All right, so now that you've seen what the actual meal plan looks like for our month, like I said, that is planning out dinners for the month. So I will go through and I will write everything on that list down, and then I'll go back and check stuff off. Now, obviously, we don't just have dinner, so basically what I will do is I start a list on my phone, just like in the notes app, or actually I think it's the reminders app, wherever you can make a little list and check stuff off. I will start a list there earlier in the week or anytime I notice something we need. For example, like this week we ran out of napkins like on Monday. So I put napkins on the grocery list. I'll ask Jeremiah throughout the week, is there anything you can think of that we need or anything he wants specifically, and we'll add that to the list as well. And then when it comes time to actually sit down and finalize the list and place a grocery pickup order, I will ask him, like, what do you want for lunch next week? What kind of snacks do you want for here at the house? Is there anything else specific you want or need? Like, do you need any bathroom stuff like shampoo or conditioner or body wash, deodorant, that kind of stuff? We'll kind of go through all that together and make sure that we've got everything we need. And then I'll also look at like cleaning supplies, like paper products, like paper plates, toilet paper, paper towels, all of that kind of stuff we'll look at together and just make sure that the list hopefully has everything we would need for the next 2 weeks, because our goal is that we would not have to go back to the grocery store or do any kind of thing like that until it's time to buy again. Now, sometimes we will get like just a hankering for something specific, like a holiday. I am really big right now on the spooky Oreos that are out. So we'll get I'll get like a really hankering or want for that. And so we'll run to like our local Dollar General and just pick that up, and I count that as groceries as well. But the goal is that we would have the majority of everything we actually need for the 2 weeks in that grocery pickup order or from Food Lion. So yeah, that's pretty much what we do. I do have some little cards, and I'm just going to show you what they look like really quick because they are also nothing fancy. We have a little menu board in our kitchen, and basically what I've done to make this process as easy as I could for myself is I cut out just some little cards like this, just little white cardstock. I just cut them into squares, try to make them all about the same size just for my personal preference. And then I wrote on them, each one has a meal that we have a lot, like our favorite meals, pretty much anything that we have ever cooked, I have a card for. So I keep this stack of cards in my drawer or on the menu board, which I can show you what that looks like in just a second. But basically when I have my September plan done, I'm still looking over at it because I have it pulled up. Once I have that plan done, I will sit here at my desk and I will pull out all the cards that I need for that entire month. I will stack them in order, like Monday, the first Monday of the month at the top, second Monday behind that one, third Monday, all the way down. I'll do that for each day, and then I'll go put them on our menu board. So then every week as we have those meals, I can just pull that top card off, throw it back in the pile in here at my desk, and then the next week is already ready to go. So that's kind of how I do it, and this keeps up with it. I really like this because I can one, have a quick visual reference in our kitchen of what I need to lay out for that night if there's a meat or something that needs to be defrosted or whatever, or if there's something I need to prep that morning for that night's dinner. Or even if I'm out, I can call Jeremiah and say, hey, what's for dinner tonight? Like, I can't remember what we planned. Do we need to lay out anything? You know, that kind of stuff. So it makes it a good visual reference for myself to prep stuff, and just so Jeremiah can see what we're having for dinner, or he can prep it himself if, you know, he wants to do that. So that is how we keep up with that. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and show you guys our menu board. I'll probably actually just insert like a picture of it over here. And then yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead actually and get into the grocery haul, and then we'll come back and close this up. All right guys, so we are now back from grocery shopping. We did our Walmart pickup order, as well as running into Food Line to get all of our produce and meat. And then we also had to pick up one other thing that was not, or two other things that were not available at Walmart. So I'm gonna flip you guys around, go through everything. I have it all laid out on the counter to show you, and then at the end I will share what the total was, because I'm gonna have to look at the Walmart order to see what that total ended up being. But I will share that after I finish going through everything. All right, I'm gonna start over here on our table. We just put these two things here. So we have our big 40 pack of water. This came from Walmart, and then Propel, that's just the flavor my husband drinks. He takes one to work every day. That one came from Food Lion. I'm just kind of trying to tell you where things come from. So that's that. Those are not groceries, those are Target bags. All right, so starting over here, everything that's on the stove came from Food Lion, which is most of our, you know, meats and produce, like I was saying, as well as this water came from Food Lion. So we have 2 jugs of water. We use these to make bottles for Gatlin, like with his formula and stuff. And then we got some broccoli florets, some pizza rolls. The pizza rolls and these Totino's pizzas, I've got 2 of them, are just to have as like an easy lunch or an easy dinner if we have to just like throw something in really quick, which happens a lot nowadays. So we've got that. I'm gonna zoom you guys out just a little bit. All right, so from Food Lion, I grabbed a bag of onions. We got a roast. We used these Nature's Promise London Royal roasts, so I got that. We've got some ground beef. I always go for the 93.7, which is a little bit pricier, but that's just what we like. And then we also got the Nature's Promise all natural chicken tenders. I buy the 2 big packs, and then I will split this into multiple little packs and put them in freezer bags and freeze them. So these packs of chicken will last us for several weeks. And then I got some celery. I'm going to be making some chicken noodle soup coming up soon. So I got celery for that, a head of lettuce to eat with some chicken nachos, and then just for salads as well. And then some croutons. So that stuff is from Food Line. Everything else that's left is all from our Walmart pickup order. So over here we've got 1 pack of taco seasoning for our chicken nachos, and then I'm going to be making that roast. The one over here, I put carrots and potatoes in the crock pot with it, and I also put brown gravy, so I needed 2 packs of that. We got some Dean's French onion dip. This is for Jeremiah. He really likes to dip this with the Lay's wavy chips. And then he also, for lunch, he takes one of these. It's the Chex Mix peanut butter chocolate bars. They're actually pretty good. We found these when we were at the beach this past summer. We didn't know they existed, so they're really good. And then he also takes a Lunchable. So he likes the pizza with pepperoni, so we got 6 of those. I've been eating this for breakfast just because it's quick and easy, being that we have a little one with us now. A pack of Cosmic brownies as a snack, and some saltine crackers to have as a snack. Jeremiah loves saltine crackers, so those are for him. Then, of course, we always get milk. We pretty much always get cheese as well. Those are just kind of staples that we keep. We use those a lot. I was out of shampoo and conditioner. I haven't used this kind before, but it was easy on the Walmart pickup order to do, so that's what I grabbed. This box back here is for Jeremiah to take one for lunch every day, and then these are for us to have at the house. So like I was saying, he'll dip his dip over there in these. I love the salt and vinegar kettle cooked chips, and then these are for chicken nachos. Behind that we have some napkins. That's just my medications for right now, so those were not from today, but we're out of napkins, so I picked those up. Then I am going to make some Italian chicken this coming week, so we have some Italian dressing. This paste picante sauce is for the chicken nachos, some barbecue for barbecue chicken. These 2 things of chicken broth, I only use one at a time, but I just went ahead and grabbed 2 so I'd have one on hand. I use that for chicken noodle soup. Then we have some pork and beans, some canned vegetables. You can see we've got potatoes, green beans, and corn. And then to wrap it all up, we've got some cleaning supplies. So we were almost out of our Gain Fling, so we got those. We do lots of dishes now, so we buy dish soap like every single week, it feels like. And then we were out of Windex and some toilet cleaner. So that is what we've got. I'll kind of pan it back over it so you can see. This is one of our smaller hauls. We typically end up with more than this because we didn't have to replenish a lot this week. Sometimes we have to buy like toilet paper and paper towels and things of that nature. So we didn't have to get all that, but either way, this is what we've got. So I will go ahead and see what the total is, and we'll close out this video. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed seeing our grocery haul. I am going to give you the totals now for everything. So basically what you guys saw that we spent at Walmart, which was in a pickup order, we did not go in the store for that. We spent $150.08. And then over at Food Lion, which was the stuff that was on the stove, as well as the jugs of water and the Propel pack, that was $46.44. So our total this time was $196.52, which honestly, I'm happy with. That was pretty good to last us 2 weeks. If we can spend right at $200 next time, then we will be under budget. Now, obviously, this did not include formula. We're thinking we're gonna have to switch Gatlin's formula. We've been having some tummy issues, so we're waiting to go to the doctor this coming week and see if we need to switch formula. And obviously, I don't want to go buy more of the formula we have when we might not need it. So this does not include formula, so it could be a little more expensive next time, or it definitely will be whenever we have to go get formula. But either way, $196.52 is our total. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see and hear about how we meal plan and what a grocery haul actually looks like for us. If you have any questions or comments or anything, leave it in the comment section down below and I will get back to you. If you like this video and would like to see more of this kind of video or things similar to this, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and stick around for the next one. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.